Hey legends, Fraser Brooks here, and in this video I want to share with you how you can recruit inside of your network marketing business like nothing you've ever seen before using a very simple and powerful system. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fraser Brooks. I help network marketers from all over the world build their business using social media. I'm the best-selling author of 3 incredible books, I Dare You, I Double Dare You, and From Loser to Legend. We sold over 300,000 copies of those books all over the world in many different languages as well. And there's something that I need to share with you because recruiting is the answer. You maybe have heard this before, the acronym RITA, R-I-T-A. Recruiting is the answer. All right. And a lot of people, they have the problem about recruiting. And it's interesting because if you go to my YouTube account, then the most popular videos I ever do are all about recruiting. And today I want to give you a step-by-step system that will literally change the game for you. So let me take you back 3 years. I was doing weekly calls with one of my best friends, Jessie Lee Ward. Some of you guys maybe have heard of Jessie Lee Ward. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. She was one of the best network marketers I'd ever come across, ever known, ever spoke to. And every Tuesday at 7 p.m. my time here in Dubai, I would do a coaching call with her. And it started with accountability. And then she would basically say, hey, teach me what's working. And I would say, well, before I tell you what's working, what is frustrating you inside of your organization at the moment? And I would always say that, Jim Rohn used to say, turn your frustration into fascination. So I would say, what's frustrating you? And then let's get fascinated about solving that issue, that challenge. And you should do the same. If you're frustrated with recruiting, you just become fascinated with recruiting. And she said, because of social media, and because of who she is and her personality, her team are incredible at selling, terrible at recruiting. That's what kind of she said to me, and we come up with some ideas. But since then, we started to think about different systems to allow people to become world-class recruiters. And I'm going to share that system with you right now, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that. So there are 3 big challenges that we saw. Number 1 was they don't have enough people to talk to, right? In terms of lead generation, okay? And if you're watching this video, you can drop us a comment down below if you have that challenge. You just don't have enough of the right people to talk to. The second challenge was that they were overwhelmed with not really knowing what to do next. There were so many different things, so many different tools, so many different videos, so many different scripts. What's the absolute perfect thing to do and say to the people who they end up having conversations with? And number 3 is they lose track of all the conversations that they're actually doing. And it's so true that people don't have enough people to talk to. And by the way, if you have an ongoing, consistent number of people to talk to, you will always win. It's the people who run out of people to talk to who lose because they just don't speak to people every day. Right? So if you've got enough people, we solve the lead generation issue, then you know exactly what to do next. And then you follow up like a crazy animal or a crazy maniac or a crazy machine, then you will win. We've all heard the fortunes in the follow-ups. That's what I say anyway, the fortunes in the follow-ups. It's plural, but you don't do it. So let me show you something that I and Jessie Lee created with the help of 2-3 other business partners. Those were the guys who went away and built it all, but Jessie Lee and I discussed hours and hours and hours and hours, hundreds of hours about a system that we call Saga. So I'm going to flip my screen around and I'm going to be able to walk you through this step by step. Let me see if I can make me a little bit smaller there. All right, cool. So here we go. This is Saga. Super clean, super fun. Whoa, that was not supposed to happen. There we are. Super clean, super cool. So here's what you're going to do. In order for us to generate more leads, there's 2 things. I'm going to go into contacts. And I can click import contacts. Now I can import with a file that I have. Maybe I've had an email list, whatever that might be. I can import from my mobile contacts. I can import my Instagram followers. How crazy is that? I can import my Facebook contacts, like people I'm friends with on Facebook. I can import my LinkedIn contacts. This feature is coming soon. And what's going to happen is when I import them, they're going to actually appear. Let me show you. They're going to appear in my contacts. And I'm going to put to Kanban view. And this is going to appear here, right? Connecting, sorry. So this then means this is the first step of 5 steps: connecting, inviting, informing, serving, and launching. Now, obviously, for those of you guys who haven't gone through your contacts already, then you need to do that. However, what I'm going to show you is the lead magnet. This is so cool. You can come in here and you can create a lead magnet within less than 5 minutes without any technical ability. You just got to follow our steps. And what's going to happen is you're going to be able to create a lead magnet, something like what's going to appear on your screen now. So you can create content on social media, get people to go to this link, super, super easy. They can leave their name and surname, their email address, their Instagram, and then they can leave their phone number in as well, right? So let's go Bob Jones 1234567 at gmail.com. Instagram is Bob Jones 123, and his phone number is 783. Let's go, something like that, right? Hit submit and then get it for free now. So they're going to get, this is my example, they're going to get a social media scripts pack for network marketers. You could create anything that ties into the problem that you want to solve and the person who you want to help. Top tip, use ChatGPT to give you something and make it look cool, right? So get it for free. Great, your information has been saved successfully. We'll be in touch soon. Awesome, check your email. We've sent you a freebie, right? It's got my information here. If they want, they can click on this and it will then send me a WhatsApp message so that they basically, Bob Jones in this example, can message me straight away. Now, if I go back to contacts and I go to Kanban view, you will now see Bob Jones has been created. So that's how we solve the issue of lead generation. Number one is organizing all your contacts into one place, right? Your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your mobile, your email. Link it into one place. Second of all is leveraging social media with attraction marketing to easily get people's information. So if I click on Bob Jones, I can see I've got his Instagram, his email, his WhatsApp, his text. I've got all his information here. I can put his birthday in if I can find that out, and it's going to show me here the activity that he's taken was through a lead magnet about the business, and now he's a lead. All right? Now, let's go back, because what I want to show you now is the second problem, which being overwhelmed and not knowing what to do next. So if I come on to Bob again, you can see we've got an AI assistant here. Welcome, I'm your AI assistant, and I'm here to help you turn every lead into a customer. So I can click Start Journey, and it's going to say, in this step, you have to start conversations, build genuine relationships. You're not selling anything yet, just make a connection in a natural way. Find common ground and keep it casual. So it's going to give me guidance on what I need to do, but look at this, share script. And now it's going to give me a bunch of different scripts, and I can add some in myself if I have some that have been proven inside of the company that you're involved with, whatever, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, hey, Bob, I've noticed we've been friends for some time. Let's say this is a Facebook friend. Hey, Bob, I've noticed we've been friends for some time, but I've never really connected. I'd love to change that. How are you? So I want to copy this. I'm going to click copy script, or I can click on Instagram and it will take me to their Instagram messenger, right? Obviously, this example is Bob and I just made it up. If I click on WhatsApp, it will then copy this message and put it into their WhatsApp. I've just got to hit enter. But look at this, copy script. Now, look at this. We go back, Bob's no longer here. Bob's now here because I've already connected with him. Now what I've got to do is I've got to invite him. Now that you've built some rapport, it's time to invite them to take a look at what you have to offer, compliment them, acknowledge their interest, and introduce something that can create curiosity. Share script. Look at all these scripts. You can use all these. You can add your own. It's kind of crazy what's possible. So let's say I want to use this one. So again, we can Instagram it, text him, email him, text him, WhatsApp. Let's just go copy script. Okay. Now, with the inviting, there is the invitation, there's the invitation, and then there's the process where we want to get people the actual information. So look again. Now, help them see what's possible. Send a success story, before and after pictures, and a relatable testimonial. So share script, right? We've got the script here. Or what we can do is we can go into our library, right? So we go into resources. We go into share media, and what we can do here is we can build a library. So what we can do is we can get the company's videos, the team's videos. We can call our upline or our active upline or the company and say, what is the absolute best video or tool available for me to be able to reach out to people and show them more about the product or more about the business or a testimonial. and we can upload them in here. So let's say, for example, the 12 reasons why to join network marketing. Let's say this was the 12 reasons why you need to join my company. Okay? Whatever, right? It just takes a business presentation. I can click on this. And again, I can click one of these and it will send it through that media. As long as I've got their contact information, it will appear. If I don't have their Instagram, that won't be here. If I don't have their email, that won't be here. If I don't have their phone number, these two won't be here. So I'm going to copy this, okay? And I'm just going to go into an incognito. And I just want you to I want you to understand how incredible this is. So what it does is every video you upload, it creates its own landing page where you can now see, I'm putting the audio off here, otherwise it's going to be confusing. You can now see that exact video playing on YouTube, right? Now, if you set it up correctly, sadly I haven't on this example, but the button here will then say message me, so that people can watch a video and click on message me and it will send you a WhatsApp message for them to take the next steps. Right? Like all you did was upload the video that the company or the team or the upline said that was really good to use, and now you have what's called a trackable link. A trackable link. Now, we've watched 37 seconds of this, so let's just pause this for a moment because I want to go back and make sure that we have, let's go, there we are, contacts, Kanban. But now look, Bob Jones is no longer inviting. Bob Jones is not even in informing. Why? Because he's already seen the information. Now, if Bob Jones had not clicked on that video, he would be here in informing, right? We can move them if we want. He would be here in informing. But because he's watched 30 seconds of the video, he's now in the serving section. The serving section is simply serving people until they make a yes or no decision. It's also known as follow-up. But I know you've all heard the fortunes in the follow-up, but for some reason you're not following up. So we decided to change the terminology in network marketing, becoming servants of other people. Help them solve their problem until they make a yes or no decision. So look at this. Look at this. It's now going to say resource viewed. It was a video. It could be a PDF if we wanted it to be. 12 reasons why we joined network marketing. Time spent on page 1 minute 30 seconds because technically I'm still on this page right now. Right? I'm going to let that keep running. Okay? Time spent on page 1 minute 30 seconds. Now, if that doesn't keep going up, right, then I know, they only watched 1 minute 30 seconds. So I can follow up with them saying like, hey, I noticed you didn't see very much of the video. Did something happen, right? Did life get in the way? Did the kid come and interrupt you? If I know that it's a 12-minute video and this says time spent on page 12 minutes, I now know that they've watched the entire video. So now I can send another script, right? And again, this is going to be based on where they are in the process. Great. Now that your lead is showing interest, it's time to guide them through the serving step. First, ask a simple question to understand their thoughts. So let's just refresh this. Let's see if it's gone up. Because I wasn't actually on the page, but it's because it's an incognito. Bob Jones, time spent on page, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, this is great. All right. So now we've solved the problem of lead generation by organizing all our contacts and by generating lead magnets. We've understood what we need to do next with our AI assistant and our structured sales process. The last one, remember, was I lose track of follow-ups and conversations. So now we know where everyone is. So, okay, we've got Jesse right here. With Jesse, I need to get him I need to invite him to the information. Well, let's say that Jesse was here. Well, Jesse has got the tool, he's got the video, or he's got a PDF, he's got a resource, but he hasn't watched it yet. So I need to message him to say, hey, you should check out that tool, right? Bob and Fraser and Svetlana, these guys have all seen the information, but they haven't made a yes or no decision yet. So what I need to do is I need to keep dripping on these people, drip, 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 with testimonials, success stories, until they say to me, Fraser, I'm not interested, go away. Although I'll still keep them there because I just know it's not a no, it's a not yet. Or if they say yes, then I'm going to move them into launching because I want to get them launched inside of the business or as a customer. The great thing as well is you will see here that everyone we collect the emails from, we can also email out. So every Friday, we could email everyone who needs serving, and we could call it Follow-Up Friday ourselves. We could message every single one with one simple click, a success story, a testimonial, some product information, a promo code, an event update, whatever it might be. Guys, as you can probably understand, I'm excited about this because it's an absolute game changer. If you are someone who wants access to this, there are two options. Number one, if you are someone who's just building the business on your own, you haven't got an upline, a sideline, a downline, whatever it might be, you can go ahead and click the link down below and you can be able to get started. You can pay monthly or annual. We incentivize you by paying monthly. Why? Because if you use this for a week, nothing's going to really happen. Use it for a month, a little bit might happen. Use it for a year, it could revolutionize the way you do network marketing. The second group of person is the people who has an upline, a sideline, a downline, and you're thinking, this is exactly the tool that we need, or the system, it's bigger than a tool. This is the system that we need in order to take our business to the whole new level. So what you can do is you can reach out, you can contact me. I will leave my information on this page down below for you to be able to say like, hey, I really want more information about how we could customize this for our entire organization. It's basically like a white label without it being a white label. It's just customized. So everyone uses the same tool. Everyone has the same onboarding process. And yeah, it truly is the next level. Those are 3 features out of about 10 that I showed you. And the rest you'll see on the inside. All right. So with that being said, click the link back down below. You'll check out. It should be $80 a month. However, if you click the link, you're probably going to get less than half price just because you're watching this video now. I don't know how long that's available. So if you see it at $80 a month, don't be disappointed because it's still well worth that. But if you see it for a lot less, then I would highly recommend taking massive action, getting involved, and let me know how you get on. All right. If you believe this is going to be a great way for you to recruit your next 1, 2, 10, 100, 200, 500, 1,000 reps, let me know in the comments. And if you're already using Saga, let me know down below as well to encourage other people to use this as we revolutionize recruiting and customer acquisition inside the network marketing space. All right. See you soon and take care.